These are challenging times, but together we can rise up. And that's why Hacienda Ford is offering 0 interest for 72 months and 0 payments for 90 days on any new vehicle on our lot to get you going where you need to be. Hacienda has it.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex and Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's coverage of high school football here on Rio Sports Live. Eric Medrano on the call. Coming to you from Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas, we bring you a very exciting matchup as the Rio Grande City Rattlers come into town to face the Brownsville Lopez Lobos in a 16-5A Division I matchup. We are 14 minutes from kickoff in a cloudy day here in Brownsville. Avoiding the weather, this game slated for Friday at 7:30 p.m., but was rescheduled due to the rains that were over the valley this past weekend. And so we're going to have a 6 o'clock kickoff here at Brownsville Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas for this 16-5A Division I matchup. Rio Grande City coming up short last week versus fellow district rival La Jolla Pondview, falling 37-29. That loss, though, shouldn't overshadow a great performance by quarterback Mario Garza, who passed for 159 yards and 2 touchdowns last week, and senior wide receiver Elias Cobos, who had a total of 124 yards receiving and a touchdown. The Lopez Lobos, meanwhile, falling off short last week to intercity and district rival Brownsville Veterans Memorial 32-12, which was a very tough matchup last week versus the Veterans Memorial Chargers. At halftime, though, it was 7-7. Brownsville Veterans Memorial pulling away late in that one in the second half. The Lopez leading rusher is running back Rafael Campos, someone to watch for tonight, who had 13 carries and 65 yards last week versus veterans. So he'll lead the charge tonight for the Lopez Lobos. We're about 12 minutes away from kickoff as the teams are yet to come out to the field. But we will be back shortly after a commercial break for the action and both teams' alma maters, as well as the national anthem.
We're this close.
We are this close
Of uncertainty.
to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease.
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
Good evening and welcome again to Brownsville Stam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. As both teams are out on the field, the Rio Grande City Rattlers coming down to Brownsville to face the Brownsville Lopez Lobos, as both teams set up for the national anthem and their alma mater. We're 3 minutes and 30 seconds away from kickoff. Captains are on the field as the officials are getting ready for the toss. Once again, we're 3 minutes away from kickoff. In a matchup of 16 5A Division I teams, a district matchup between the Rio Grande City Rattlers and the Brownsville Lopez Lobos. The Rio Grande City Rattlers coming into tonight 0-2. Meanwhile, the Brownsville Lopez Lobos with 1 win and 1 victory. Both teams coming off a loss last week. Rio Grande City losing to La Jolla Palmview. Meanwhile, the Brownsville Lopez Lobos losing to intercity rival, the Veterans Memorial Chargers. Both teams will look to get into the win column tonight and also get back into the district race. It's a nice cloudy afternoon here. No rain as it was in the forecast, so possibly in the second half we might be seeing some rain. Hopefully it'll be a good night of football with the weather permitting. We are 2 minutes from kickoff in Brownsville Sam Stadium as we await the captains entering the middle of the field with the officials for the toss. We'll go ahead and take a look at the Brownsville Lopez Lobos. Head coach Armando Gutierrez in his first season at Lopez, after head coach Jason Starkey, who led them to the playoffs the past 2 seasons, suddenly decided to pursue the private sector. So it opened the opportunity for head coach Gutierrez to take charge of the Lopez Lobos. The 2017 record was 8-3. They made it to the first round of the playoffs. Returning starters for the Lopez Lobos is 7 on offense, 6 on defense, with the returning letterman of 18 players. Players to watch for the Lopez Lobos is running back Christian Gomez, a senior. Also offensive lineman Damian Zuniga, also a senior. Offensive lineman Joel Chapa, senior. And linebacker Carlos Ariano, who's also a senior. Linebacker Andrew Flores, and defensive back Alex Rivera. The Lopez Lobos will look to bounce back after that loss last week. They did have a good rushing effort by running back Rafael Campos, who had about 65 yards on 13 carries last week. Meanwhile, the visiting Rio Grande City Rattlers, head coach Aaron Garcia, local from Rio Grande City in his 3rd year. Last year's record was 5-5. Past 2 seasons, unfortunately, they fell short, coming in 5th place both times, just missing the playoffs. So I'm pretty sure head coach Aaron Garcia would want to clinch that playoff spot this year. It'll be a tough one with this 10-team district. And it's a 5-5 record last year. Their last playoff appearance coming on 2013. Offensively, they got 8 starters returning and 3 on defense. Returning letterman is 19. Key players to watch for Rio Grande City tonight are wide receiver Abelardo Lopez, wide receiver Elias Cobos, who had a big night last Friday versus the La Jolla Palmview Lobos, running back Angel Galvan, offensive guard Juan Gobea, offensive tackle Ulysses Perez, center Zach Campion, and outside linebacker Andrew Salinas. As the captains exit the field and join their teammates, we'll take a brief commercial break and we'll be right back for the action as kickoff is shortly away.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times, and the hard times, celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
And we're back as we bring you the alma mater for the Brownsville Lopez who are playing at home tonight here at Sam Stadium versus the Rio Grande City Rattlers. There you see the cheerleaders along with the football players on the field. We are moments away from kickoff. We want to thank you once again for joining us here on Rio Sports Live. You can catch us on YouTube. Also, we want to thank the Brownsville Independent School District for their hospitality tonight and allowing us to broadcast this game as we prepare for the national anthem. And that'll do it as both teams enter the tunnel for kickoff. And shortly, in about 4 or 5 minutes, the Rio Grande City Rattlers visiting Brownsville Sam Stadium and facing the Brownsville Lopez Lobos in this 16-5A Division I matchup. And we'll be right back for the action and the kickoff.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex and Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
And here come the Lopez Lobos exiting the tunnel. And here come the Rio Grande City Rattlers. If you notice, the Rattlers not having their band here tonight, not making the 1 hour plus trip, partly due to the weather concerns. Although Brownsville Lopez does have their band here tonight, that'll add some rhythm and momentum to this game tonight. As the officials meet in the 50-yard line as they prepare for this game. Both coaches giving last-minute instructions to their players. We want to thank you once again for joining us here on Rio Sports Live. You can catch us on YouTube and Facebook Live on riosportslive.com, also in partnership with valleycentral.com. You can find a link to tonight's game there as well. And we're coming to you from Brownsville Sam Stadium here in beautiful Brownsville, Texas, as they debut their beautiful state-of-the-art screen there. One of the biggest in the state. It's a beauty. If you ever get a chance to come out to Brownsville, come and watch one of these high school football games. It's a huge screen. And both teams are out on the field. The Lopez Lobos will be kicking off to the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Back to receive for the Rio Grande City Rattlers is number 8, Mark Perez, alongside what appears to be number 7, Val Gomez. Once again, Brownsville Lopez entering tonight's game at 1-1 with 1 win, 1 loss, coming off a loss last week versus Veterans Memorial. Meanwhile, Rio Grande City coming into the game 0-2 and looking to get in the win column. And tonight it does mean more. It is a district matchup, and the kick is up. And it looks like Mark Perez will receive. And he's going up the middle to the 30, and he loses the ball. It's down on the field. Let's see what the officials have to say here. It is a wet one here. The field is wet, although it is not raining. It was raining earlier today. Who knows if that may have played a factor in that fumble there. But it looks like the Rio Grande City Rattlers do recover, and they will have a first down on the 32-yard line. And here comes the Rattler offense. Captained by number 10, Mario Garza, the quarterback, the junior, flanked by number 23, running back, Angel Galvan. Coming out in a spread formation, now an empty after the motion by Galvan. And it's a quick pass, a nice screen to number 11, who has a blocker in front of him. Great job defensively by the Lopez Lobos to snuff that out. But it is going to be a 6-yard gain in favor of the Rattlers. And it's going to be a 2nd and about 4 here. Number 10, Mario Garza, the quarterback, with trips right, flanked by Angel Galvan, the running back. And it's going to be handoff to Galvan here, and lots of space. He's going to get a first down to the 42-yard line, 47-yard line. And that'll be a Rattler first down. An early first down here. Let's see how the Lopez Lobos defense reacts here after giving a first down on those 2 plays. Garza under center. And got a tight end on the right. And it's going to be another handoff to Angel Galvan, who gets past the first level, jukes a defender, and he's tackled by number 56 for the Lopez Lobos. That's going to be Jerry Alvarado, the defensive lineman, the senior, with a nice tackle there, catching Galvan. But it is going to be a nice game for the Rattlers, but there is a flag on the field as the officials discuss it. And let's see what the head official has to say here. That's actually going to be against the Lopez Lobos. That's going to be a personal foul, an automatic 15-yard penalty, and that'll be a first down for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. The Rattlers early in the first quarter with 10 minutes and 51 seconds left, marching down the field and in Lopez Lobo territory. And that's going to be another handoff to Galvan to the left side. Lots of room there, and he's going to get a first down about 11 yards after being pushed out of bounds by number 10, the defensive back for the Lopez Lobos, and that's Julio Ramirez, the senior defensive back, with the tackle. And that's going to be another first down for the Rattlers. Lopez so far unable to find an answer for this run game for the Rattlers early in this first quarter. Angel Galvan. And that's a play action. Quick pass intended for number 1, Abelardo Lopez, but it's incomplete. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 as the Rattlers continue their drive here in Lopez territory. Both of these teams coming off losses last week, so both teams trying to get in the win column. As number 10, Mario Garza, leading the charge here for the Rattlers. And it's going to be a handoff to Galvan, who gets to the second level, jukes the defender. A nice tackle there by the corner, number 25, Luis Hernandez, the senior defensive back for Lopez. A nice open field tackle there. A good run by Angel Galvan, the leading rusher for the Rattlers, as he'll be spelled. Bringing in the second running back for tonight, number 25. And that'll be Jonathan Huerta, junior running back. He'll be flanking Garza here. And it'll be a handoff, who's brought at the back. Nice job by the defensive line there. Number 9 with the tackle in the backfield. That's Margarito Mendoza, the linebacker, senior for Lopez Lobos. The Lopez Lobos here bending but not breaking early on. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Garza in the shotgun. Next to him is Huerta. And it's going to be a handoff to Huerta, who gets past the first level, and that's going to be a Rattler touchdown. Touchdown, Rio Grande City. That's Jonathan Huerta with the 15-yard scamper, and that's going to make it 6-0 in favor of the Rio Grande City Rattlers. An early touchdown here in Brownsville Sam Stadium with 9 minutes and 29 seconds left in the first quarter. The Rattlers up 6-0 as the kicking team taking the field, number 17, Josh Vela, the senior kicker for the Rattlers, lining up. The kick is up, and it's blocked. It's too low, and it will be returned by number 39, who gets past 1, but he's tackled by this Rio Grande City lineman, and that's a good job there by the Brownsville Lopez special teams to deny them that extra point, and that'll make it a 6-0 ball game in favor of the Rio Grande City Rattlers in the first quarter with 9 minutes and 29 seconds. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the action.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
And we're back as the Rattlers are about to kick off to the Lopez Lobos after the Rattlers capped about a 60-yard drive there with a heavy dose of Angel Galvan. The running back in 2 games has had 21 rushes for 136 yards. Early on, he had a couple of carries there driving these Rattlers down the field. Lopez Lobos will look to respond here with their offense as they have 3 men back to return this kickoff. Number 25 for the Lopez Lobos. That's going to be Luis Hernandez, the senior. Also, number 3, Rafael Campos, wide receiver. He's a sophomore. And it appears to be number 20 there in the mid. And it's going to be a quick squib kick to the side. And it will go out of bounds. And that'll favor the Lopez Lobos. A bit of a mishap there. Nice design there. But unfortunately, it did go out of bounds. And that will favor the Lopez Lobos and give them good field position on their own end, as this offense will come into the field for the first time in this game, led by quarterback number 2, Jose Cruz. And there the officials tacking on that extra yardage there. And it's going to be a ball on the 45-yard line. Lopez Lobos will have a 55 yards to march down the field and try to get pay dirt. It's got 9 minutes and 29 seconds here in the first quarter. It's the Rattlers up 6-0. Under center with the wing T formation. That's a motion, number 3. And it's a handoff to number 7 down the middle. And he does get forward progress there, about 1 yard. That was number 7 on the carry, Alex Rivera. And here comes quarterback Jose Cruz, number 2 there. Lopez coming out with their wing T offense and now lining up with the I formation with the hard count, and it's going to be a handoff up the middle. A nice tackle there. Nice run by number 8, Jordi Gutierrez, the junior. And that'll bring up a 3rd down, a 3rd and 6 here. And there's quarterback Jose Cruz giving the instructions to his offense. Lining up once again an I formation with the wing back to the left. And it's going to be a sweep. It's going to be a sweep to number 3, and he's down 10, 15, 20, 25-yard gain there, and he's down to the 25-yard line. A nice play call there by offensive coordinator Beto Leal there. Nice play call with the sweep. And a nice gain of about 20, 25 yards there for the Lopez Lobos as they gain momentum here early in the first quarter, trying to respond after the Rattlers march down the field for that 6-point score. Cruz under center. It's a wing T. And it'll be a sweep to the left. And that's the 4th different ball carrier to the 20, the 10, and he stays in bounds. And it's going to be a close one, reaching for the pylon. Let's see what the official calls here. Nice run by number 80, Andrew Flores there on the sweep. Offensive coordinator Beto Leal with this wing T formation, keeping this Rattler defense off the balance and off their toes. And that's going to be a 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. The wing T formation once again. It's a motion, number 3, and it's going to be handoff to number 1 to the fullback, and that's going to be a nice gain, bringing him down to about the 1 or 2 yard line. That's Christian Gomez, the running back, with the carry there. And the Lopez Lobos in the first quarter showing a great response here offensively, and they're in 2nd and goal here at ball on this 2 yard line. Lopez Lobos showing it's a run-heavy offense here, spreading the ball to various carriers tonight. And they line up in the I formation here, a wing back to the left. And it's going to be a handoff to number 3 with the sweep there to number 3, Rafael Campos, the sophomore, with the touchdown. And that's a Brownsville Lopez touchdown, tying the game at 6 apiece. And there you see the replay. Great job there by the Brownsville Lopez offense, marching down the field 55 yards, capping that 55-yard drive and tying this game at 6 apiece with 7 minutes left in the first quarter as the Lopez Lobos getting their special teams going. Quarterback number 2 going to be the holder here. Kicking is going to be number 12, Raudel Ramirez. It's going to be a quick snap. The ball is up, but there is a flag. The kick is good. Appears they did not get that snap off in time. Let's see what the officials will. Delay of game there. That'll bring them back 5 yards, but they will get to attempt this kick once again. There was a bit of a mix-up there between the quarterbacks there, the holders. Quarterback Cruz trying to get that snap early, but was unable to. But here's the second try. It's a good snap. The kick is up, and it's good. Brownsville Lopez with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-6 ball game in favor of the Brownsville Lopez Lobos here in the first quarter with 7 minutes left in the game. In the first quarter, we'll be right back for the kickoff as the Rio Grande City Rattlers will receive. And we're back to the action here as Lopez Lobos prepare to kick off to the Rio Grande City Rattlers, leading here with 7 minutes left in the first quarter, 7-6 over the Rio Grande City Rattlers. To kick for the Lopez Lobos is going to be number 50, Angel de la Garza. Back to receive for the Rattlers is number 1, Abelardo Lopez, and number 3, Elias Cobos. And he finds a seam in the outside. He's at the 35, the 40, and he's pushed out of bounds. That was number 8, Jordi Gutierrez with the return there. And the Rio Grande City Rattlers will get started around their 38, 40-yard line. It's going to be marked at the 42. Good field position here for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Let's see how this Lopez defense responds here after giving up that early touchdown in the first quarter. With the nice drive by the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Tall quarterback Mario Garza with the quick play action, and that's a fumble in the midfield in the 50, and it's scooped by number 10, who fumbles it himself, but it appears the Lopez Lobos recover. Nice turnover there. Nice forced turnover there by the Brownsville Lopez Lobos. Number 10 with the recovery there. That's Julio Ramirez, the senior defensive back, with the nice play there. And there you see the replay. Nice completion to the receiver, but a forced fumble there. And Lopez Lobos trying to return that back, but they will have good field position here, leading 7-6 here in the first quarter. Lopez, led by Jose Cruz, the quarterback, number 2, coming out with the wing T formation. Number 1 in the backfield, fullback. And that's going to be a play action pass. He has a man open. Number 3, nearly over the head. Intended for number 3, Rafael Campos. Nice play there defensively by number 21, J.D. Garza for the Rattlers. Cruz nearly completing that pass to Campos. Campos with the early touchdown here in the first quarter to give the lead to the Lopez Lobos. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10, ball on the 41-yard line in Lopez territory as they come out in the I formation here. And there's Cruz with the botched snap there, but he does get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe got about 1 yard there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 9 here for the Lopez Lobos, ball on the 41-yard line. As Cruz goes to the sideline and gets instructions from his coach. This Rio Grande City Rattlers defense lining up in about a 3-4 defense. 4-3 actually. And the Lopez Lobos coming out in the I formation here. And it's a quick dive up the middle to number 1, who gains about 1 or 2 yards. The carry is Christian Gomez, the fullback, and that'll bring up a 4th and about 7 here. A conservative play call there for Lopez Lobos. They are about the 44-yard line, and they will punt and to the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Number 8, Jordi Gutierrez back to receive here, who also returned the earlier kickoff to about the 40. Back to punt for the Lopez Lobos. That's going to be number 50, Angel de la Garza. It's a good snap. The punt is up, and it's going to be a good one. Let's see if it takes a Lopez bounce here. And it's going to be downed at about the 25-yard line, and the Rio Grande City Rattlers will take over at their own 25. We'll be back to the action in just a moment.
This close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting
to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we
And we're back as the Rattlers line up in the shotgun formation, tight end to the right, two wide receivers on the same side. Angel Galvan, the running back, next to Garza. And it's another Garza finding himself to the 12-yard gain there to the 37-yard line. A nice 12-yard gain there by Angel Garza there. The Rio Grande City Rattlers continuing on with a fast tempo offense here with trips right, a tight end there. And it's going to be a pass play, a deep one. And it's incomplete, intended for number 14. That's Felix Rios. Pardon, that's number 1, Abelardo Lopez. Number 10, Mario Garza with the pass to Abelardo Lopez, but it's incomplete to the sideline, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 here at the 37-yard line for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Angel Galvan at the backfield there. And it's going to be another pass play here, but pressured by Lopez. It's a screen to number 24, who stumbles, and that was Ardacio Salinas, the junior wide receiver, getting a nice gain there, about 4 or 5 yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd and about 5 or 6 yards here for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Mario Garza there, the quarterback, joined by number 23, Angel Galvan. Galvan with the earlier touchdown today. It's going to be a trips right, 3 wide receivers, and it's going to be a quick snap, a quick pass. And it's going to be incomplete, intended for number 3, Elias Gobos. Gobos, a bit of a miscommunication there, never turned around for that. Nice defensive effort there by number 30, Carlos Arellano, the senior linebacker for the Lopez Lobos. And that's going to bring up the special teams for the Rio Grande City Rattlers in a 4th and 6 on their own 42-yard line. And here comes the Rio Grande City punt team. Back to receive for the Lopez Lobos is going to be number 80, Andrew Flores, the senior wide receiver. And that's going to be a timeout on the with the match officials. Not sure if they're having trouble with their communication there. We'll go ahead and take a break here as we're 4 minutes left in the first quarter. The Lopez Lobos leading here 7, the Rio Grande City Rattlers 6. And we'll be right back with the action as the Lopez Lobos are due to receive from a punt.
may lose this chance forever, help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the...
And we're back as the Lopez Lobos switch their receiving player from number 80 to number 25, and that's going to be Luis Hernandez up to receive a nice punt there, very high one. It's not going to give them a chance to return it, but it will pin them down to the 22-yard line. So the Lopez Lobos will get a 1st and 10 at the 22 in their own territory, leading here in the first quarter 7-6 over the Rio Grande City Rattlers. The Lopez Lobos in this first quarter with the run-heavy offense paid dividends in their first drive of the night, scoring a touchdown by Rafael Campos on a sweep. Let's see if they can continue that here with their second drive of the night here in the first quarter. It's going to be an I formation, and it's going to be a handoff there. Bounces off to the outside, met by a defender and brought down by a team of Rio Grande City Rattlers. That was number 8 on the carry, Jordi Gutierrez, the junior. That's actually going to be a loss of yards there, about 1 or 2 yards. So that'll bring it down to the 21-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and about 12 here for Lopez. Coming out in the wing T formation. It's a heavy set to the right. It's going to be the sweep to Rafael Campos. And he breaks past the first line of defense, but he's met up there, and he gets a nice gain of about 6 to 8 yards. Bringing the ball down to the 28, 29-yard line, and that'll make it a more manageable third down here. It's going to be third and about 4 to go here. Ball on the 29-yard line with 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Here comes Jose Cruz, the quarterback, leading this offense with the wing T formation here. A receiver out to the left. And the snap, it's going to be a sweep once again to Rafael Campos, nearly finding a seam, and it's a nice gain. That's going to be a Lopez Lobos first down. The ball will be down at the 39-yard line. A nice gain there by Campos, bringing up a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line for the Lopez Lobos. Coming out on the I formation is the Lopez Lobos. At the running back position is number 80, Andrew Flores. And it's going to be a play-action pass. He's got a man open. Nearly intercepted by number 21 for the Rattlers, J.D. Garza, who read the play beautifully. Thrown a bit behind number 8, Jordi Gutierrez. Gutierrez was open, but just a little bit behind, giving number 21 the opportunity to make a play there. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 here for the Lopez Lobos. Second and 10, ball on the 39-yard line. Coming out in the wing T formation, wide receiver to the left. And head coach Armando Gutierrez decides to call a timeout there. So we'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back with the action as Lopez Lobos, with the 2nd and 10 on their own 39, will march down the field.
It caters to all boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street, and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop downtown Harlingen today.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
And we're back here at Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas, with 2 minutes left in the first quarter. The Lopez Lobos leading here 7-6 over the Rio Grande City Rattlers. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 here. Ball on the 39-yard line, wing T formation. And it's going to be a sweep to the left side. Number 80 gets past one, but a swarm of Rio Grande City Rattlers defenders brings them down with a gain of about 1 yard there. That's number 80, Andrew Flores, with the carry. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 here for the Lopez Lobos. Coming off this wing TI formation, it's not the best situation for the Lopez Lobos. Let's see what head coach Armando Gutierrez has in play call here. It's going to be an I formation. Might be expecting some type of play action here. And it'll be a rollout to the right side. Number 2, finding number 3 in the flats, but it's incomplete. Nice defensive play there by number 2, Jesse Martinez, for the Rattlers. And that's going to be an incomplete, and that'll bring up a 4th down as the punt team will hit the field for the Lopez Lobos. A play action there by the Lopez Lobos intended for number 3, Rafael Campos, but it's incomplete. Bringing up a 4th and 9, ball on the 40 here. Back to kick is going to be the running back, number 80, Andrew Flores. To receive for the Rio Grande City Rattlers is going to be number 8, Mark Perez. And it's going to be a punt to the left side. There will be no return. It takes a nice bounce, but a Rio Grande City Rattler decides to pick it up. nearly fumbling it there. A nice job defensively by the Lopez Lobos, bringing him down, and that's going to be at the 15-yard line. So the Rio Grande City Rattlers will start their drive at the 15-yard line, and we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back for the action.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlem.
We're back here with 1 minute left in the first quarter. The Lopez Lobos leading 7-6 over the Rio Grande City Rattlers. This is going to be the third drive for the Rattlers coming under in the shotgun. It's going to be a sweep here to the number 3, and he finds a seam to the outside, and it's going to be down at about the 20-21-yard line. A nice gain of about 5 or 6 yards. That's Elias Gobos with the carry there. And that's going to bring up a second and about 4 here. The ball on the 26-yard line. As the Rattlers go up tempo here, with 4 wide receivers, the motion to the left side, and it's going to be a sweep. Same play to the right side to number 1. He breaks 1 tackle, and he's brought out of bounds by number 27 for the Lopez Lobos. Number 1, Abelardo Lopez there with the carry for Rio Grande City. Brought out of bounds by number 27, Jesus Peña for the Lopez Lobos. And that's going to be a Rio Grande City Rattlers first down. That's going to be a first down, ball on the 27-yard line. And brought down in the backfield by the Lopez Lobos. Nice job defensively by that D-line, led by number 56. Jerry Alvarado with the tackle, along with other Lobos there. And that's going to bring up a second and about 13 here for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Number 10, Mario Garza, the quarterback. Next to him is Angel Galvan. And that's going to be a timeout here. Pardon, that's going to be the end of the first quarter. That'll bring an end to the first quarter here at Brownsville Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. The score, the Lopez Lobos 7, Rio Grande City Rattlers 6. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with the action.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit HinoGas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help.
And the Rattler offense here with trips right. Lots of open space on the left side. And the Rattlers decide to take a timeout here. It appears they were missing some personnel there. It's a bit unfortunate for the Rattlers there to burn a timeout after coming off the first quarter break there, switching the fields. Once again, we're starting the second quarter here from Sam Stadium. Lopez Lobos up 7-6 over the Rio Grande City Rattlers in the 16-5A Division I district matchup. Both teams coming off losses last week, so looking to get in the win column. In the second quarter, it's a close matchup so far, only a 1-point difference. And the Rattlers are looking to march down the field, needing to go about 85 yards to get pay dirt. And here come the Rattlers, led by quarterback Mario Garza. Lined up next to him is going to be number 23, Angel Galvan, the leading rusher for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Trips left, and it's going to be an empty set there, and it looks like it's a screen developing, but nice pressure there by the defensive lineman by Lopez, but the throw is up, and it's still completed. No, it's dropped by Angel Galvan, nearly completed there to the running back after that screen was disrupted by this very aggressive Lopez defense. Credit to the defensive linemen of these Lopez defense for reading the play there, getting lots of pressure there on Garza. Nearly caught there by Angel Galvan, but it is dropped, and that'll bring a 3rd and long here Third and about 14 to go. The ball on the 23-yard line. The Rio Grande City Rattlers throughout this first half coming out in the shotgun formation. There was a penalty there. Penalty on the Lopez Lobos. And that'll be an automatic first down for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. That's going to be a 1st and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line. Shotgun formation here. It's going to be a new quarterback for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. It's number 1. Not sure if this is some type of wildcat formation, and it is. He'll keep the ball. That's number 11. Gets past one defender, but brought down by number 33 for the Lopez Lobos. Nice defensive play by Pablo Garcia. That's number 11, Alan Garcia, listed here as a wide receiver, a sophomore, coming under center there. What seemed to be a wildcat formation with a nice run there, but an even better defensive play there. And that's going to be 2nd and about 8 here. It's going to be a shotgun formation, a bunched formation, and it's a sweep to number 1, Abelardo Lopez, and he's going to go find the seam to the outside to the 55-yard line, and that's going to be a Rattler first down at the 46-yard line. 44-yard line, pardon. Abelardo Lopez on the sweep there, finding a seam to the outside, getting to the next level. A nice blocking there by the running back, Angel Galvan. And here comes trips left, shotgun formation, and it's going to be a handoff to Angel Galvan, trying to get to the outside. Nice pursuit there by the Lopez Lobos defense. That's number 8, Mark Perez, forcing him out of bounds, the sophomore for the Lopez Lobos. And that'll bring up 2nd and 8 here for the Rattlers. Defensively, the Lopez Lobos doing a good job of not allowing Galvan to get to the outside there on these sweeps, as the Rattlers have gotten those sweeps going on early in this first half. And here's another motion, and fake the sweep, and it's going to be a running play to Mark Perez, number 10. Pardon, that's Mark Garza, the quarterback. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Good job defensively to hold this Rattlers offense to only 1 yard there. And it'll be a big play down here for the Lopez Lobos in this 3rd and 7 as they look to stop this Rattlers offense here and get the ball back for their offense. Try to pull the lead here, extend their lead. And that's going to be a shotgun formation. Trips left with the tight end there. And it's going to be a blitz by the Lopez Lobos. And it's a handoff to Galvan, who's going to be brought down for a loss as the refs blow the whistle there. Nice play there by the Lopez Lobos. And that's going to bring up a 4th down in the midfield. It's a credit to this Lopez Lobos. You can see they were blitzing there, read the play beautifully, and stopped that zone read there to Angel Galvan, who's had a positive night so far. The Rattlers back to punt is number 17, Josh Vela, a bit high, and he gets the punt off after some Lobos nearly getting there. To receive is number 8, who calls a fair catch but decides to let it go to play it safe there, and that's probably a good call. He had about 3 or 4 Rattlers in his face there. That's number 8, Jordi Gutierrez, with a nice decision there, and that's going to be a first down for the Lopez Lobos in their own territory at about the 7 or 8 yard line. With 9 minutes left here in the second quarter in Brownsville Sam Stadium, it's the Lopez Lobos 7, the Rio Grande City Rattlers 6. The Lopez Lobos here in the first half with a very run-oriented offense. And the motion there, number 3, and it's going to be a dive up the middle to number 1, Christian Gomez, the fullback. And that's going to be about a 1 yard gain there, about half a yard, and it's going to be 2nd down and about 9.5 yards there. There you see Jose Cruz, the junior quarterback, going to give the instructions to his offense. And they'll line up in the I formation with the wide receiver to the far left. See if we see a play action here. And it's a bobbled snap. There's lots of commotion in the midfield. And it appears the Rattlers got it. It ended up at about the 15-yard line. A wild snap there, and it ends up in Rattler's side of the field. And a nice recovery there by number 20, Jose Arevalo for the Rattlers. And that's an unfortunate turnover there for the Lopez Lobos, giving prime real estate to these Rattlers. And with 8 minutes left in the second quarter, looks like they try to get some more points on the board here, and they're going to be in the red zone of Lopez territory. And here comes number 10, Mario Garza, the quarterback, lined up with Galvan to his right, trips right. It's going to be a blitz up the middle, nicely read by the quarterback, but he's only going to get about 1 or 2 yards, and that's Mario Garza with the zone read there. The Lopez defense blowing that play up, reading it nicely with 2 linebackers blitzing right down the middle. They stopped Galvan in the backfield, but Mario Garza deciding to keep it with a nice decision there, but only able to get about 2 or 3 yards there. And that's going to bring up a second and about 8 here. Ball on the 10-yard line, 9-yard line. And it's going to be a quick pass to number 1. Nice defensive play by number 27, but there is going to be a flag there. Jesus Peña reading that nicely. And that's going to be a false start. It looked like the wide receiver, the pass that was intended to number 1, going a bit too early there. And that might cost his Rattlers offense here. It'll bring him back about 5 yards. And that's going to be a second down and about 13 here. Ball on the 14-yard line. Garza, the quarterback, with Angel Galvan on his left. It's going to be 4 wide receivers, a spread formation, as Galvan moves to the right side. And now it's going to be an empty set as he moves to the right. It's going to be a quick drop, and it's a ball in the end zone. He's got a receiver open, but it's incomplete. It's too far, intended for number 3, Elias Cobos, who's able to get past his defender. And the Lopez Lobos will now face a 3rd and 15 here, try to stop this offense here. It was a good play call there by the Rio Grande City Rattlers, just unable to execute there for the combo of Garza and Campos. And here's a big play here for the Lopez Lobos as they look to stop this Rattler offense once again. They were able to do that in the last drive in the midfield and force a punt. And here comes Garza running back. He's got a screen. He's got Galvan open with 1 man to beat. He jukes him, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Rattlers. Angel Galvan. Nice screenplay. And that's a Rio Grande City Rattler touchdown. Garza acting like he's going to go to the right. Finds a wide open Angel Galvan on the left side with the 2 blockers. Just gets past 1 defender and finds pay dirt there. Making the score, the Rio Grande City Rattlers 12, the Lopez Lobos 7. And here to kick is number 17 for the Rattlers, Josh Vela. The extra point is up. And it's good. That's going to make the score the Rio Grande City Rattlers 13, the Lopez Lobos 7 with 7 minutes and 26 seconds left in the second quarter at Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas, as we'll take a quick break and we'll be back for the action.
Today.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex and Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
And we're back to the action as Rio Grande City gets ready to kick off here after scoring on a screenplay. Angel Galvan with the touchdown there. And the kick is up. Back to receive is number 80, Flores, who lets it go over his head, and that'll be a touchback. It was a nice kick there by number 17 for the the Rio Grande City Rattlers. That's Josh Vela with the kick. And the Lopez Lobos offense will take over here at their own 20 with 7 minutes and 26 seconds left in the second quarter. The Rio Grande City Rattlers up 13-7 over the Lopez Lobos. Let's see if the Lopez Lobos can respond here with the drive of their own. Coming out in the I formation with the wide receiver to the right, and it's going to be a sweep. Nice blocking there, finding a seam, met up by linebacker number 30, Jordi Acevedo. A nice run there, nice vision by number 3, Rafael Campos, who gets a gain of about 5 yards there, bringing up a second and about 5 yards here. Ball on the 30 for the Lopez Lobos. And here comes the Lopez offense once again, this time in the wing T formation. And that's going to be a sweep to number 8. And the play is whistled. It appears there might have been a false start there on the left side of the line for the Lopez Lobos. Let's see what the official has to say here. And it is confirmed. It is going to be a false start there. That will negate those 5 yards gained in the first down. And that'll bring up a second and about 10 yards here for the Lopez Lobos. Lopez coming out in the I formation here with the wing back to the left and a wide receiver far left. And it's going to be a sweep here to number 3, Rafael Campos. Nice hard running there. Loses his helmet, and that's going to be down at about the 27-yard line. And there is a flag on the play. A late flag there. Let's see what the official has to say. That's going to be a personal foul on the defense. It's going to be a face mask there. Probably the reason why he lost his helmet there. And that'll be an automatic first down for the Lopez Lobos as one of the players is down on the field. As we'll go to take a quick break as he gets back up on his feet.
Antiques and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit HinoGas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
And we're back at Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas, as the Rio Grande City Rattlers are leading here 13-7 over the Lopez Lobos in this 16-5A Division I matchup, district matchup. And it's bringing up a first down here after a personal foul was called on the defense. A face mask on the running back. And here come the Lopez Lobos coming out in the shotgun formation for the first time tonight with a fullback to the left and a running back to the left. It's going to be a quick snap, and it's going to be a handoff to the middle, number 1, with the nice space, with the gain of about 10 or 12 yards. Nice run there by number 1, the fullback, Christian Gomez, and that's going to be a Lopez Lobos first down. Bringing the ball to about the 44-yard line in Rattler territory. And that's going to be a 1st and 10, ball on the 44-yard line. As the Lopez Lobos gaining some momentum here with 6 minutes left in the second quarter, coming out with the shotgun formation for the second time tonight. And it's going to be a handoff. No, it's going to be a keeper, a read play by number 2, the quarterback. Nice hard running there, breaking 2 tackles and lunging forward. That's quarterback Jose Cruz, the junior quarterback, with some hard-nosed running there and a great read, getting past this linebacking core and finally brought down at about the 41-yard line, 42-yard line, and that's going to be second and about 3 to go. The Lopez Lobos with a very manageable second down here. A nice wrinkle on their offense, bringing up the shotgun formation with the fullback there. And it's going to be a handoff to number 1, Christian Gomez, who's swallowed up in the backfield by this Rattler defense, who read it this time. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and about 5 here. It appears Gomez lost about a yard or 2 there. It's still a manageable 3rd down here for the Lopez Lobos. Let's see if we see them come out in the shotgun formation or maybe a play-action play here, as Cruz is out on the field giving instruction to his offensive line. And they will come out in the shotgun formation with the fullback to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. And it's going to be a zone read. Nice play by Cruz. Breaks a tackle. Hard running here to the 20. Jukes a defender. And he's going to be brought down at the 11-yard line. Nice run, a nice zone read there by Jose Cruz. And a nice gain. That's going to be a Lopez Lobos first down in the red zone. And there you see the replay as he broke a couple of tackles, finally being brought down by number 21 of the Rattlers, J.D. Garza. And the Lopez Lobos getting some momentum here and some rhythm with 4 minutes and 27 seconds left in the second quarter. And coming out in the shotgun formation with 2 wide receivers to the left, the fullback on the left. And it's going to be a handoff to Christian Gomez up the middle. But he's brought down with only a gain of about 1 or 2 yards, as the side official will mark it down at the 10-yard line. Lopez Lobos knocking on the door here. And that's going to be a 2nd and about 7 to go for the Lopez Lobos. Offensive coordinator Beto Leal coming out with this shotgun formation. It's been paying dividends so far on this drive. As the pass, and it's complete. That's a Lopez Lobos touchdown. Nice completion by Jose Cruz to number 80. That's number 88 with the touchdown reception, the sophomore wide receiver Jesus Galvan. And that's going to be a Lopez Lobos touchdown. With the game tied at 13-13 with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left, they get ready to kick for the extra point. It's number 12, the kicker for Lopez. That's Raudel Ramirez. And the kick is up, and it's good. With 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter, it's the Lopez Lobos of 14, the Rio Grande City Rattlers 13 in the 16-5A Division I matchup. And we'll be right back for kickoff as the Rattlers are due to receive.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex and Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
And we're back here in the second quarter at Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas, as the Lopez Lobos just finished capping a drive there with the touchdown pass from Jose Cruz to wide receiver Jesus Galvan. Taking the lead here, the Lopez Lobos with the 14-13 lead over the Rattlers as they get ready to kick off. The Rattlers up to receive. A nice kick, and it's through the hands of number 1, Lopez. Lopez recovers well, runs it back, but he's tripped up and he's brought down at about the 16, 17-yard line. And the Rattlers will start in their own territory at about the 16-yard line with the 1st and 10. The Lopez Lobos coming out in a shotgun formation in the midfield on that last drive, and it paid dividends as they marched down the field about 50, 60 yards, capping it off with a touchdown pass from Jose Cruz to Jesus Galvan. A nice pitch and catch there, and the extra point was good, so they have a 1-point lead here in the second quarter, and it's an empty set, a screen to Lopez, finds a seam, and it's a nice tackle, nice open field tackle by number 27 for the Lopez Lobos, Jesus Peña, the senior defensive back. But that is going to be a first down for the Rattlers. A nice gain there by number 1, Abelardo Lopez. And here come the Rattlers with the tempo offense with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the second quarter. It's trips left. Galvan to his left, and it's going to be a handoff to Galvan here. Tripped up in the backfield. A nice defensive effort by number 56 for the Lopez Lobos. That's Jerry Alvarado, the senior defensive lineman. As the play clock continues to wind down here for the Rattlers, it's 3 minutes left. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 here. Ball on the 29-yard line. A motion there, Galvan, and it's going to be a empty set. 5 wide receivers. And it's a pass, and it's complete to number 3, Elias Gobos, and that's going to be a first down for the Rattlers. Nice pass there by quarterback Mario Garza, who is all alone back there with 5 wide receivers, an empty set, finds an open. Number 3, Elias Gobos, for a nice gain. They're going with an up-tempo offense here. No huddle. Shotgun formation. Angel Galvan in the backfield. And it's going to be a handoff to Galvan, who's met up at the goal line. Great defensive effort by the Lopez Lobos. But there is a flag late on the play. Let's see what the official has there. But it was a great defensive effort by the defensive lineman of the Lopez Lobos, led by number 30, Carlos Arellano, with the tackle there. There is a player down on the field, and there is a yellow handkerchief there too. Let's see what the official has to say here. And that's going to be a personal foul on the Lopez Lobos, and that'll be an automatic first down for the Rio Grande City Rattlers, as the running back, Angel Galvan, is down on the field being attended to by the staff. And we'll take a quick break as we'll continue the action with the Rio Grande City Rattlers crossing the midfield here.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Galvan getting up and heading towards the sideline on his own, so the crowd cheers him on there. We got 2 minutes and 16 seconds left here in the second quarter in Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. The Lopez Lobos leading 14, the the Rio Grande City Rattlers 13, and it's going to be a 1st and 10, ball on the 45 in Lopez territory as the Rattlers try to get on the score sheet here with 2 minutes left in the second quarter, and it's going to be a screen here to Lopez. Abelardo Lopez met up, a nice defensive effort, breaks a tackle, and he's brought down. The whistle's blown. He only gains about 2 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 here. Hard running there by number 1, Abelardo Lopez. Stopped by a team of Lopez Lobos there with the number 80 with the initial contact there, doing a great job of getting off his block and making the play there. That was number 80, Andrew Flores, who's also seen some duties on the offensive end, had a couple of carries early on in this game too. Shotgun formation, with the running back to the right of Garza, and it's number 25 in motion with 4 wide receivers to the right. It's going to be a quick screen, and it's going to be a double pass, and he tries to get it back to Garza, and it's nearly complete with pressure in the face of the second wide receiver, the throw by number 5. J.C. Nunez nearly completing it back to the quarterback, Mario Garza, who's pressured by number 30, the linebacker, who's there you see on the replay, gets him a nice hit on him, forcing him to throw early. That's number 30, Carlos Arellano, with the pressure there, blowing up that play there, not allowing to get some accuracy on that throw, but it will bring up a third and about 8 here for the Rattlers. It's a big play defensively for the Lopez Lobos as they look to stop these Rattlers who come out in an empty formation, and that's going to be a timeout for the Lopez Lobos as head coach Armando Gutierrez wants to talk about it with this defense. It is a huge play here with 1 minute and 22 seconds left in the second quarter as they can stop them here and retain the lead here. We'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back for this last minute and a half of action in second quarter from Sam Stadium.
Making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
And we're back to the action here. Coming out in an empty formation, Mario Garza, the quarterback for Rio Grande City. And there's going to be a blitz up the middle, and the pass is up, and it's complete to number 14. And he breaks a tackle. He's down to the 20, and that's going to be a Rattler first down. A huge play offensively for the Rattlers. The completion to number 14, Felix Rios. Garza finding him wide open as the Lopez Lobos giving lots of cushion here, not wanting to give up the big play there. Garza finding his receiver just at about the 10-yard mark, who was able to get some extra yardage here, and it's an up-tempo. It's going to be a zone read here. Garza keeping it, and that's going to bring up a second down here, second and about 6 for the Rattlers with about 59 seconds left. They have 1 timeout left, down by 1 point here against the Lopez Lobos. And this up-tempo offense, this trips left, Mario Garza in the shotgun formation, and he's going to hand it off to number 25, who finds a seam, breaks a tackle, and gets past another, jukes another, and he's down to the goal line. Let's see if he punches it in. And the side official ruling it down at about the 1-yard line. Nice effort there by number 25. Jonathan Huerta, the other running back for Rio Grande City. It appeared he had gone out of bounds there, but he was able to get all the way down to the 1-yard line, and the Rattlers knocking on the door here in the red zone with 34 seconds left as they take their last timeout. The Lopez Lobos up here by 1 point, 14-13 over the Rio Grande City Rattlers. And we'll be right back as they will look to punch it in here.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded.
And we're back to the action here with 34 seconds left in the second quarter. The Rattlers down by 1 point, 14-13, as they come up with 2 running backs in the backfield. Mario Garza in the shotgun formation with number 23, Angel Galvan, in the backfield. And it's going to be a run up the middle, and that's going to be a Rattler touchdown as the official makes it makes it official, and that's going to be a Rattler touchdown as they take the lead here in the second quarter with 27 seconds left in the half, making it the Rattlers 19, the Lobos 14. And here comes the kicking team. Angel Galvan, who early in the drive took a bit of a knock, came back for that play with that first and goal, not punching it in from about 2 yards out. And here's the extra point. The kick is up. And it's good. That's going to make it the Rio Grande City Rattlers 20, the Lopez Lobos 14 with 27 seconds left in the second quarter. The Lopez Lobos will look to receive here, see if they can get some good yardage in the receiving team so they can get their offense going in the midfield.
Dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community.
And we're back here at Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas, as the Rattlers are due to kick off to the Lopez Lobos with 3 guys back there to receive with 27 seconds left in the second quarter. The Lopez Lobos with 1 timeout left, down 6 points here to the Rattlers, as this kickoff return will be very important here. See if they can get some points here with 27 seconds, but it's going to go past the head of the 3 receiving players, and that's going to bring up a Lopez first down at their own 20. Let's see what head coach Gutierrez decides to do here, play it conservatively or try to go for it here. The Rio Grande City Rattlers taking the lead here, capping about a 2.5-minute drive here with an up-tempo offense with the run by Angel Galvan up the middle after driving down the field about 60 yards. And in the I formation is Lopez Lobos, and they will hand it off to Christian Gomez up the middle, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be a 2nd and 10 here with 14 seconds left. It appears the Lopez Lobos will let the clock go down and head into halftime and regroup and try to take the lead back in the third quarter. And that'll do it here for the first half of football at Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas, as the Rio Grande City Rattlers score late here in the second quarter with the run by number 23, Angel Galvan, up the middle to take the lead late in the second quarter, making the score the Rio Grande City Rattlers 20, the Lopez Lobos 14. We'll take a brief break, and we'll be back in the action after halftime.
Celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alexandria, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
We're this close.
We are this close
of wanting
to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times. Celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex and Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
this close.
We are this close
of uncertainty
to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again.
this close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community. Through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alexandria, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
We are this close
We're this close.
We are this close
of uncertainty
to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again.
this close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you. is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street and Art Night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you. Shop Downtown Harlingen today.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex and Raw, what we work for is searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree, and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Good evening and welcome back to Brownsville Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas, as we're back for the action of Rio Grande City versus the Brownsville Lopez Lobos. The Rio Grande City coming back to the second half with the lead 20-14 over the Lopez Lobos after scoring a late touchdown in the first half. We're only about a few minutes away from kickoff. As you can see, both teams warming up here. On the left, it's the Rio Grande City Rattlers. On the right-hand side, it's the Lopez Lobos. Both teams, it's only 6 points separating these two teams. I do want to give a special shout out here from Sam Stadium for On behalf of Real Sports Live, we want to thank the Lopez High School audio and visual team. We also like to thank the KBSD ITV TV crew here who's providing all the equipment here. I want to thank them for their help and effort here tonight. We also like to thank the Brownsville Independent School District for having us here at Sam Stadium. This beautiful facilities with the beautiful new Jumbotron screen that they have and the nice facilities here at Sam Stadium. We also like to thank Athletic Director Gilbert Leal, who's been very hospitable towards everyone here. And of course, we want to invite you to like our page on Real Sports Live on YouTube. You can like and subscribe. Also, you can go to realsportslive.com to find more comprehensive coverage throughout Valley football. Also, want to give a shout out to Joe Bowling, who's over there covering the game for Mission Veterans and another Brownsville team, Brownsville Veterans Chargers, over there in a tight battle. Appears they're about 14-10 scoreline there at halftime. They're also streaming on YouTube on Real Sports Live. And I want to give a special shout out to my Uncle Mario Medrano, a fellow broadcaster who's listening to us. And also everyone listening to the broadcast on YouTube. I see some of your comments there of some of the listeners coming from the Harlingen area, Rio Grande City, all over the valley, and some people out of state as well. I want to welcome you to tonight's broadcast, and these student athletes giving a heck of a show for us tonight from Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. Like I said, if you're joining us on YouTube, like and subscribe the Real Sports Live page. We're also available on valleycentral.com with the partnership with Channel 4. And want to give a special shout out again to the Brownsville Independent School District and the KBSD ITV team, who's also giving us the video feed here tonight, and the Lopez audio and visual students who are also working the cameras tonight, giving us great quality tonight. And we're about a minute or two away from kickoff as the Lopez Lobos will look to bounce back after giving up a late touchdown here to the Rio Grande City Rattlers. And I'll go ahead and jump into a brief recap here as we're minutes away from the second half kickoff. The officials, they're entering the field. The Lopez Lobos started the scoring early on with about 9 minutes and 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Pardon, that was actually the Rio Grande City Rattlers who scored first on an 11-yard touchdown run by Jonathan Huerta. Although the extra point was no good, they took the lead with Rio Grande City leading at that point with 9 minutes and 29 seconds, 6-0. Then Lopez Lobos responded right back with a 2-yard touchdown run by Rafael Campos, the running back. The extra point was good, and they took the lead by 1 point with 7 minutes and 3 seconds left in the first quarter, making it the Lopez Lobos 7-6 at that point. Mario Garza, then quarterback for Rio Grande City, found Angel Galvan in the second quarter early on with the screen. A nice play there to take the lead for Rio Grande City, making it 13-7 after the extra point was good. But Lopez responded once again with the 10-yard pass from Jose Cruz, from Jose Cruz, the quarterback, to wide receiver Jesus Galvan, taking the lead with the extra point, 14-13 at that point with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter. But Rio Grande City, with about 3 minutes left on the clock, drove down the field and punched it in after Angel Galvan, the running back for Rio Grande City, punched it in from 1-yard touchdown with 27 seconds left, and that really left no room for the Lopez Lobos to respond. So they took the lead 20-14 with the extra point being good there. And Rio Grande City with the lead here as we get set to start the second half. Both teams about to exit the tunnels. And we'll take a brief commercial break as we'll be back with Real Sports Live here from Brownsville Sam Stadium with 16-5A Division I matchup between the Rio Grande City Rattlers and the Brownsville Lopez Lobos.
close.
We are this close.
Of Wantinti.
To making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease.
Ever again.
This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we donate now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at End.
And we're back at Brownsville Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas, as the Lopez Lobos are getting ready to kick off to the Rio Grande City Rattlers. The Rattlers up here in the third quarter by 6 points. It's a 20-14 game here in favor of the Rio Grande City Rattlers. We got 2 halves of football left here, and the Lopez Lobos will look to bounce back after giving up a late score to the Rio Grande City Rattlers there in the second quarter. And lining up to kick is number 17 for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. That's Josh Vela. Back to receive for the Lopez Lobos is number 3, Elias Cobos. Number 8, it appears to be Mark Perez. And number 25, that's Jonathan Huerta. Pardon, that's number 25 for the Lopez Lobos. That's Luis Hernandez. Number 3, Rafael Campos. And number 8, Jordi Gutierrez. The kick is up. It's a high one. And number 25 receives. He has nice blocking in front of him, and he's going to be down at about the 26, 27-yard line, and that'll be a 1st and 10 at the 27 for the Lopez Lobos. Nice coverage there by the Rio Grande City Rattlers. And once again, if you're just joining us on Rio Sports Live, Eric Medrano on the call for y'all. It's a 20-14 scoreline in favor of the Rio Grande City Rattlers, who scored late in the second quarter to take the lead, giving no time for the Lopez Lobos to respond. But they are getting the ball first here, so let's see what they can do here. Coming out in the I formation, led by quarterback Jose Cruz. And it's a snap. It's going to be a sweep to Rafael Campos. He has a seam there. He breaks a tackle, and he's down to about the 34-yard line. A nice gain of about 5 or 6 yards there. It's always a good first down when you gain about 5 or 6 yards there, and it's going to be a 2nd and about 4 here. 2nd down and about 4 yards. The Lopez Lobos in their own territory. We do want to thank everyone for watching on YouTube, streaming live throughout the valley. We would like to ask you to subscribe and like our page. And here's another sweep here to the outside, to the 40, for the 45, down to the 50-yard line. A nice run there by number 3, Rafael Campos, who runs a sweep play, but this time to the right side. Rafael Campos, who's had a great night so far with the touchdown early on, adding to his yardage tonight. That sweep play has been working very well for the Lopez Lobos in this game tonight. And that's going to be a Lopez Lobos 1st down at about the 49-yard line in Rattler territory. And coming out in that formation, it's going to be another sweep play, this time to Rafael Campos. That's his 3rd consecutive play. And he cuts it back inside. He gets a nice gain there. And head coach Gutierrez says, why not? Let's call that play for the 3rd time. Going to Campos once again, who will be spelled there after running 3 consecutive runs there. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 4 after a gain of 6 by Campos, as Jose Cruz leads the line here, the quarterback for the Lopez Lobos, coming out in a wing T formation with Christian Gomez. And it's going to be a dive to Christian Gomez with lots of space there and a nice gain of about 3 or 4 yards there. Christian Gomez, the fullback, getting a heavy dose of dives and 1st down plays. Well, then that one was actually a 2nd down play, but that'll be a 3rd and 1 here. A nice 3rd down, a very favorable 3rd down here for the Lopez Lobos as they line up in the wing T formation. And it's a quick snap, but there is some flags on the field, and it appears it's going to be a false start on the left tackle there. And that's unfortunate for the Lopez Lobos, as they were only a yard away from a 1st down. That's going to make it a 3rd and 6. That's going to be a 3rd down and 6 here from the 45-yard line in Rattler territory. The Lopez Lobos already into Rattler territory early on in the 3rd quarter with 9 minutes and 42 seconds left. It's I formation, and it's a sweep play here. Nice hard running there by number 7 for the Lopez Lobos. That's Alex Rivera, the senior. The officials having to get in there as the Lopez Lobos coaching staff felt that was a bit late on that hit there. Just bringing it to their attention. And it is going to be marked at about the 40-yard line. It appears to be short. It's going to be at the 41-yard line. It's going to be a close one. Let's see if the officials decide to get a measurement on this one. And it appears they will. Remember, that was a third down play there, so. No, it looks like they decide to mark that a first down after taking a better look at it. So that's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Lopez Lobos at the 41-yard line. Pardon, that's a 39-yard line. Here comes Jose Cruz, the quarterback, leading his offense with Christian Gomez, fullback, and number 8, Jordi Gutierrez, the running back there. And they get the snap off. It's a handoff to Jordi Gutierrez, but the play is blown up before by the referee. And that's going to be a false start on the left side of the line there for the Lopez Lobos. That's a second false start on this drive, pushing them back an additional 5 yards. That's going to be a first down and about 15 yards here. Once again, for Rio Sports Live, we'd like to thank you for viewing this on YouTube, also on RioSportsLive.com, in partnership with the Brownsville Independent School District. As the Lopez Lobos are driving down the field here, and it looked like there was a bit of a mix-up there. The wingback thinking it was going to be a sweep play. Meanwhile, the running back thinking it was intended for him. So that's a fumble, and it's a Rattler possession here as they recover. And that's going to be a Rattler first down. That's an unfortunate event for the Lopez Lobos as they turn over the ball here in the third quarter with 9 minutes left. The Rio Grande City Rattlers leading 20, the Lopez Lobos 14. Both teams so far giving it their all. It's a very intense game. Only 6 points making the difference here. And here comes the Rattler offense coming in the spread formation, trips left. And it's going to be a handoff to number 23, who bounces it to the outside. Nice move there, and he's going to be down to the 40-yard line. A nice gain there of about 10 yards by number 23, Angel Galvan. And that'll be a Rattler first down. Angel Galvan, number 23, having a good night so far, with about a pair of touchdowns so far. And it's going to be a spread formation bunched. Close in. It's going to be a motion and fake the sweep. It's going to be a read play by the quarterback, Marco Garza, who's met up by a stingy Lopez defense, bringing him down, only allowing about 2-3 yards there, who read the zone read perfectly. And with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter, the Rattlers, still up by 6, are driving down the field into Lopez territory. And it's going to be ball on the 38-yard line. The Rattlers coming out spread formation. It's going to be a tight one. And in motion for the running back. And it's going to be an empty set here. It's going to be a certain pass play wide open, finding number 1. And it's complete to Abelardo Lopez for a good gain down to the 22-yard line. It was a good defensive effort there by number 7, Alex Rivera, the defensive back who read the play there. Wasn't able to get there on time, but was able to prevent that touchdown. But it is going to be a Rattler first down at the 22-yard line after a nice passing catch from Mario Garza to number 1, Abelardo Lopez. And here's the snap to number 23, who's brought down immediately for only a gain of about 2 yards by number 33 for the Lopez Lobos, and that's Pablo Garcia. Nice play there by Pablo Garcia, getting off his block and tackling number 23, Angel Galvan. Here comes Mario Garza and Angel Galvan in the backfield. And he drops the back. He's got a man wide open, and it's complete. Nice tackle by number 14. The official rules it complete at the 2-yard line. Nice pitch and catch from Mario Garza to number 3, Elias Gobos. A bit of miscommunication there in the secondary for the Lopez Lobos. Left them wide open with only one defender, the corner, number 14, to defend him there. And that's going to bring up a 1st and goal for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Coming out in the bunch formation. There is a timeout on the field. As the officials take some time to discuss this, we'll go and take a brief break.
The Harlingen Downtown District has a bit of everything, my friends, and here's an invitation for you to visit and experience a friendly environment with a taste of local business and a variety of shopping, dining, and entertainment throughout the year. Vintage shops loaded with collectibles from the past, dining that caters to all, boutiques, quilting, salons, live entertainment, and don't forget about market days on the first Saturday of each month on Jackson Street, and art night the last Friday of the month. It's the Harlingen Downtown District, and the invitation is for you.
And we're back as the Rio Grande City Rattlers are at a 1st and goal at the ball on the 2-yard line. But it looks like the officials still want to take some more time to discuss this. We got 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. The Rio Grande City Rattlers leading 20 over the Lopez Lobos 14. Lining up quickly is Lopez defense. And it's going to be 4 wide receivers, a motion, and it's a fake. It's going to be a zone read, and that's going to be a Rattler touchdown. But there is a flag on the play. There is a flag on the play. As the crowd cheers there, the officials ruling a holding on the offense there, and that'll nullify that touchdown and bring the ball back. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty, bringing the ball to the 12-yard line, and that's going to benefit the Lopez defense here as it gives them an opportunity to stop this Rattlers offense. It's going to be 2nd and goal, ball at the 12-yard line. Mario Garza in the shotgun formation, and it's a handoff blown up by the Lopez defense. Great job defensively with the blitz called there. That was number 8 celebrating there after busting up that play for the Lopez Lobos. Pardon, that's number 9, Margarito Mendoza, the senior linebacker. Great play there by the Lopez defense, led by Margarito Mendoza, the linebacker. And that's going to bring the play clock to 6 minutes and 30 seconds left. It's going to bring up 2nd and about 14 yards after the loss of yardage there by Garza. And the official saying he mistakenly threw that flag there. So there's no flag on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 14 here. Trips left, a running back to the right. Garza motions his running back out of the backfield. It's an empty set. He drops back. It's a quick pass up the middle, and it is intercepted. Nice play by the Lopez Lobos. Number 80 with the interception. Pardon, that's number 30 for the Lopez Lobos with the interception. Carlos Arellano, the senior linebacker, coming up with the pick there. And that's a big turnover for the Lopez Lobos there as they prevent these Rattlers from adding to their lead with 6 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. The Rattlers up 20-14, and the Lopez Lobos will start on their own end of the field at the 5-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. That was a heck of a play by the Lopez defense. And here's a quick sweep here to Rafael Campos. Cuts back inside, and it's a nice gain to about the 10-yard line. A nice 5-yard gain and 1st down. Making the 2nd and 5 more manageable here for the offense. The Rattlers defense getting a heavy dose of the wingback Rafael Campos here in the second half. As they come out the offense in the I formation here, it's going to be Christian Gomez and Jordi Gutierrez, and it's going to be another sweep to Rafael Campos, who's met up at the line there, brought down for only a gain of about 1 or 2 yards. And that'll bring up a third and about 4 here. So that's going to be the Lopez ball at the 10-yard line, 3rd down and 4 to go. As quarterback Jose Cruz leads the line here with a wing T formation. Gomez and Gutierrez behind him. And it's going to be a play action pass. He's got a wheel route, nearly open but pressured. He's got a scramble, and he's got some wheels on him. And that's going to be a first down. Great improvisation from quarterback Jose Cruz there, who hasn't done much running here in the game, but showed the speed he's got there to keep the drive alive. And that's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Lopez Lobos at the 24-yard line. The Lopez Lobos coming out in the I formation with the wingback to the left. That's Campos on the left side. And the officials will blow the play before they go. Looks like it will be a false start on the Lopez Lobos. And that's a false start on the Lopez Lobos. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It'll make it 1st and 15. Ball on the 19-yard line. The Lopez defense coming up big, stifling the Grande City Rattlers offense on a goal line stand. It was about 10 yards away from the goal line, but still a goal line stand with the interception there, pushing them back. Here's the wing T offense for the Lopez Lobos, and it's a handoff to number 80. Finds himself to the outside, running over a defender. That's number 80, Andrew Flores, on the carry there with the gain of about 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 11. We got 3 minutes and 55 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. A 6-point differential in this game. Still a close one, folks. And the Lopez Lobos coming out on offense here. 2nd and 11. 2nd and 12. Cruz takes the snap, and it's going to be a sweep play to Rafael Campos. He's a hard runner, and he breaks a tackle, met up by the defense, down to the 30-yard line with a nice gain of about 8 or 9 yards there. Campos having a great night tonight with that sweep play. And there you see the replay. He breaks a tackle there, met up by the defense, and brought down at the 30-yard line. And it makes it a more manageable 3rd down here. It's going to be 3rd and about 3. Ball on the 31-yard line. Let's see if we see a play-action play here. Cruz takes the snap. And it's going to be the sweep play once again to Campos. And it's going to be close. And he's down at about the 36-yard line. There is a late penalty there. Pardon, that was actually number 7, Alex Rivera, with the hard running there. Great run play there, and that's going to be what appears to be a 1st down as we wait for the officials. And it is confirmed. That's a personal foul on the defense, a face mask. And that's going to be an automatic 1st down for the Lopez Lobos. The ball will be placed in Rattler territory at the 49-yard line as the Lopez continue marching down the field to try to take the lead here in the 3rd quarter. Coming up in the I formation, led by Cruz, the quarterback. A quick snap. They fake the sweep. He's got a man open. The ball is up, and he catches it. Number 7 to the 20, the 10, and brought down at the 6-yard line. Nice pitch and catch there from Jose Cruz to number 7, Alex Rivera, with the one-on-one matchup. And that's going to be a Lopez Lobos first down. Nice play action call there by offensive coordinator Beto Leal, catching this Rattler defense off guard. And it's going to be placed at the 4-yard line. And that's going to be a first and goal for the Lopez Lobos after there was a flag on the play, an additional yardage there. Great play call there by offensive coordinator Beto Leal, and great execution by quarterback Jose Cruz to find wide receiver Alex Rivera wide open, coming out of the wing T formation. And it's going to be a dive to number 1, Christian Gomez. Keeps his feet going. It's going to be a close one. And the side official rules it just short. It's going to be at half a yard away. And that'll bring up second and goal here for the Lopez Lobos. The Rattlers up 20-14 here in the third quarter with 2 minutes left in the third quarter. And it's second and goal here. Cruz under center, the wing T formation. And they go with the dive once again to Christian Gomez, and looks like he's in. And yes, the side official rolls out a Lopez Lobos touchdown. Touchdown, the Lopez Lobos, and it's going to be a tie ball game for a second here. The Lopez Lobos 20, the Rio Grande City Rattlers 20, with 1 minute and 45 seconds left in the third quarter from Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. A nice dive play by Christian Gomez, the fullback, running hard up the middle there. The snap, and the kick is up. And it's good, as the Lopez Lobos take the lead after the extra point by number 12, Raudel Ramirez. And the Lopez Lobos are up 21-20 late here in the third quarter with 1 minute and 45 seconds. An impressive drive there by the Lopez Lobos with a great pass and play by Jose Cruz to Alex Rivera to lead to that touchdown. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back as the Lopez Lobos kick off to the Rio Grande City Rattlers.
Downtown Harlingen today.
For over 65 years, VTX1 Companies has called South Texas home. And that means more to us than just being in a community. It means being part of the community through the good times and the hard times, celebrating every triumph and lending a helping hand whenever we can. From farm to city and neighbor to neighbor, VTX1 Companies is there, bringing friends, families, businesses, and communities closer together. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
And we're back here in the third quarter with 1 minute and 45 seconds left as the Lopez Lobos just took the lead 21-20 over the Rio Grande City Rattlers in this district matchup. And the kick is up. And it looks like there will be a return on this one as the Rattlers field the ball with some blockers up ahead of them. Number 8 finds a seam to the outside. Shares a burst of speed. Tackled. A nice tackle there from the special teams. Number 33. That's Pablo Garcia on the tackle. Number 8 for the Rattlers, Mark Perez with a nice return there, the sophomore defensive back. And that'll be a 1st and 10 for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. The ball on their own 40 with 1 minute and 36 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Lobos with the 1-point lead will look to conserve that lead here with the Lopez Lobos defense coming up with a good stop the last drive around with an interception. See if they can come up with another interception here or some type of turnover as the Rattlers come out in empty set, but there is, as the officials stop play after a timeout by head coach Gutierrez of the Lopez Lobos. Looked like the defense had a bit of miscommunication there, and Gutierrez wants to make sure they got everything corrected. Don't want to be caught off guard there. Got a very good game tonight. If you're just joining us on Rio Sports Live on YouTube, it's been a very close matchup. Each team responding to every other's touchdowns. And just right now, the Lopez Lobos taking the lead with a nice drive, about a 60-yard drive, capping it off with the 1-yard touchdown run by Christian Gomez. And the extra point was good. It was a very important extra point by the kicker, Josh Vela, who converted, and that's a 1-point lead here in favor of the Lopez Lobos. As the Rio Grande City Rattlers look to respond with 1 minute and 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Here comes quarterback Mario Garza, and that's a motion, but there's a flag on the play. And that's a false start ruled against the Rio Grande City Rattlers, and that'll put them in a bigger hole as they'll start the drive in a 1st and 15 with the ball on the 36-yard line. Late here in the third quarter, early on in this game, a big factor in the game has been running back number 23, Angel Galvan, who's in the slot right now. It's an empty set, dropping back, and it's a pass to Angel Galvan, it's complete. He avoids the defender to the 40, the 45, and he's brought out of bounds at around the 30. That'll be at the 35-yard line. Nice passing catch there by Mario Garza to Angel Galvan, the running back, who's played a big part in this game tonight. It's always tough as a defense to face an empty set. There's 5 wide receivers. You got to keep, and that's going to be another quick screen to the right on 1st down, and he's got some yardage there, nearly breaking the tackle. He does, and he's going to be down to the 4-yard line, the 3-yard line. A nice screen pass there, catching this Lopez defense off guard. And the Rio Grande City Rattlers, just like that, are in red zone, knocking on the door. That was a nice pitch and catch from Mario Garza to number 14, Felix Rios, on that screenplay, and good blocking by that tackle and guard. And it's going to be trips left, Garza under center. And it's going to be a zone read, and he's brought down at about the 2-yard line with the flag on the play. We'll see what the officials have to say here. And that flag will be against the Lopez Lobos defense. Appears it might have been an offsides. And that'll bring, it's going to be half the distance to the goal. And that'll bring the ball to the 2-yard line. So it's going to be a 1st and goal here for the Rio Grande City Rattlers after 2 big pass plays from Mario Garza to running back 23 Angel Galvan and number 14 Felix Rios in the shotgun formation. Up the middle to Galvan, bounces to the outside, and that's going to be a Rio Grande City Rattler touchdown. That's number 23, Angel Galvan, punching it in from 2 yards out. And the Rattlers take the lead. It's going to be 26-21 momentarily as we wait for the kick. Angel Galvan having a big night tonight. Earlier in the drive, catching about a 25-yard pass. There you can see the replay as he bounced it outside. The Lopez defense unable to get to the perimeter and prevent him from getting in there. And it's going to be a 2-point play here as Mark Garza lines up. And he drops back. It's a quick pass, but pressured by a great Lopez defense. That's number 30 with the immediate pressure and number 96 with the tackle. Great job defensively by the Lopez Lobos. That's number 30, Carlos Ariano, with the initial pressure, and number 56 with the tackle, Jerry Alvarado, to prevent that 2-point play. And that could play huge later on in this game, as now we only have a 5-point game now. With 31 seconds left in the third quarter, it's the Rio Grande City Rattlers 26, the Lopez Lobos 21. We'll take a brief commercial break as we get ready for kickoff. The Lopez Lobos due to receive.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. forever.
And we're back to the action as Josh Vela gets ready to kick. Back to receive for the Lopez Lobos is Andrew Flores, number 80, number 25, Luis Hernandez, and number 3, Rafael Campos. And the kick is up. It's a high one, but it will be returned. Number 25, Luis Hernandez, gets past the 3 defenders, and it's a nice gain to about the 30-yard line. And the Lopez Lobos offense will take the field and will look to respond after the Rio Grande City Rattlers touchdown. They'll start their drive at their own 30. That was a nice return there by number 25, Luis Hernandez. And nice blocking by that special teams. Good coverage for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. And here comes quarterback Cruz in the I formation. And it's going to be a sweep play here to number 3, Rafael Campos. An aggressive defense for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. He's brought down after only a 1-yard gain there. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 for the Lopez Lobos. There you see the replay. It's a swarming defense for the Rio Grande City Rattlers, not giving Campos much room to run there. The weather here tonight, pretty fair, good. It was a cloudy evening. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter as we enter the fourth quarter and the two sides change fields. As the Lopez Lobos will look to respond after being down by 5 points. The Rio Grande City Rattlers up here as we enter the fourth quarter, 26. The Lopez Lobos, 21. But yes, the weather very fair tonight. Cloudy, nice evening of football. The game was scheduled yesterday for 7:30, but it was moved back. It is a district matchup, so it does need to be played. And luckily, the weather did permit for us to have this game tonight. It was a 6 p.m. kickoff, an early kickoff. And this is a district matchup, so it's very important for both teams to get this game out. Both teams coming off losses and looking to get in the win column. And here's the Lopez Lobos with the I formation, and it's a sweep to number 7. He's got some wheels on him. He's to the outside. He finds a seam, and that's going to be a first down for the Lopez Lobos. That's number 7, Alex Rivera. Alex Rivera on the previous drive catching a nice long reception with the play-action pass there from Cruz to Rivera early on, who pretty much set up the Gamez touchdown. But now they're down by 5, and they're needing a little bit more magic from Cruz and Rivera once again. They come out in the wing T formation, and it's going to be a dive to Christian Gamez, who's carrying some defenders with them, and it's a nice gain on the dive, and it's going to be a first down for the Brownsville Lopez Lobos as they continue their march down the field here in the midfield. It's going to be a 1st and 10, ball at the 45-yard line. I want to thank you once again for joining us on Rio Sports Live as we bring you fourth quarter action here from Sam Stadium in Brownsville. The Lopez Lobos here, 1st and 10, wing T formation, and it's going to be a sweep. It's bobbled, but there is a penalty on the play. Go ahead and wait to see what these officials have to say. And that's going to be a penalty on the Lopez Lobos. It's a false start, so it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. That'll bring up 1st and 15, ball at the 40. And the Lopez Lobos coming out in a wing T formation. And the officials stop play here as the head coach Gutierrez for the Lopez Lobos decides to take a timeout here. They're going to talk it through 1st and long here. We'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back for the action.
Hino Gas is a proud supporter of Valley High School sports and academics. We encourage you to be prepared for the fall and winter season. Visit hinogas.com to get your propane discount. At Hino Gas, we're here to help. Call us today.
I opened Alex Restaurant with the intention to give people in Brownsville and those who visit us a very unique experience in the area of retail. We saw the need to give people a personal experience that only a boutique could provide. Here in Alex and Raw,
And we're back to the action here in the fourth quarter with 11 minutes and 27 seconds left in the ball game. The Lopez Lobos looking to respond after giving up a touchdown to the Rattlers. And it's going to be a fumble on the play. It's a fumble on the field. A botched snap there. But it looks like quarterback Jose Cruz was able to land on it. It's a scare there for the Lopez Lobos and for that fumble there. But they do recover. And that'll bring up a second and about 16 with a 1 yard loss there. These two teams entering a 10-team district this year, so only one non-district game, and then they jump right into district matchups. Here's the I formation here for the Lopez Lobos, and it's quick dive for Christian Gomez, who stopped with no gain, and it appears there is a fumble on the play, and that's going to be a Rio Grande City Rattler ball. Not a good place to turn over the ball. It's going to give prime real estate to this Rio Grande City Rattlers. They're going to have the ball on the 39-yard line of Lopez Lobos territory with 10 minutes and 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Rattlers with a 5-point lead here will look to add on to their lead. The Lopez Lobos defense needing to come up with a stop here. They have had a turnover earlier on in the third quarter, an interception. So they are capable of producing turnovers. And here's a wildcat formation. It's a keeper to number 17, who's brought down in the backfield, read beautifully by this defense. Nice play there by number 80 for the Lopez Lobos, Andrew Flores. Flores looking, having some action on offense and defense, playing both sides tonight. The great play there on that wildcat formation. That was actually number 11, the quarterback, who will be spelled out. And back in is the starting quarterback, Mario Garza, coming out in an empty set here. Lopez needing to watch out for number 23, Angel Galvan in the slot there. But it's a quick screen pass in the open field to number 11. And that's going to be a nice gain of about 12 yards. It's going to be just short of a first down. Nice pitch and catch from Mario Garza to number 11, Alan Garcia. Garcia, the sophomore, with a nice gain there. But no, it is going to be a first down. Looks like it was enough, so he's going to be trips right. Angel Galvan in the backfield with Garza. And it's a dive for Galvan, who's met in the backfield initially, but breaks a tackle and gets some positive yardage there. And that's going to bring up a second and short. Nice gain of about 6 or 7 yards there for the Rattlers. We got 9 minutes and 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter as the Rattlers are marching down the field. It's an empty set. Angel Galvan, the running back, at slot. And here's Mario Garza with the slip screen, and it's complete. It's a bit high, and he's met up with a nice defensive effort from linebacker for the Lopez Lobos. That was number 11 on the reception, Alan Garcia. Tackled by number 30 for the Lopez Lobos, Carlos Arellano, who's been all over the field tonight for the Lopez Lobos. But that will be a first down. 1st and 10 here for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Trips right. Angel Galvan in the backfield. And it's going to be a run play to Angel Galvan. And there's a fumble, but he looks like he did recover. That was a close one, a near opportunity for the Lopez Lobos to get a turnover here. Let's see how this Lopez Lobos defense responds here. Needing to help their offense here and get a turnover, get a stop here, prevent this Rattlers offense from scoring and keep this game with a 5-point game. Here's Garza in the shotgun, trips right. He drops back. He's got a receiver open. It's intended for number 1, and it's incomplete. It's too far. Great defensive effort there from the Lopez Lobos. That pass was intended for Abelardo Lopez. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11. It's a big play. A big play here for the Lopez Lobos. Really could define this game. It's going to be 3rd and 11 here. Both teams coming off losses last week, so both are hungry to get on the win sheet tonight. And it's going to be empty set, 3rd and long. Pressure on Garza, and he's brought down by the Lopez Lobos defense. Great job by the defensive line of the Lopez Lobos. That's number 30 with the tackle. Carlos Ariano, who's been all over the field tonight. Great tackle there as Mario Garza for the Rattlers nearly escaping. And that's going to be 4th and 11 here. A big down here as these Lopez Lobos defense, who bends but does not break, will look to stop this Rattlers offense and give their own offense a chance to get back in the lead and score here. It's a big play here. 4th and 11. Mario Garza, empty set. And there is a flag on the play. And the official rules that a delay of game, and that's unfortunate for the Rattlers, and they'll be pushed back. And that's great for the Lopez Lobos defense, as now it'll be a 4th and long for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. Thank you once again for joining us on Rio Sports Live as we bring up a big play here, a 4th and long. Rattlers needing to get some more points on the board. It's an empty set. Garza drops back. He has a man open, but he has pressure. The ball is up in the end zone, and incomplete. Nearly completed to number 1, Abelardo Lopez. Great job defensively by number 14 and number 8 for the Lopez Lobos. Number 8, Jordi Gutierrez, and number 14, Alberto Cervantes, the defensive backs, making a huge play there for the Lopez Lobos, preventing the Rio Grande City Rattlers. And now it gives their offense an opportunity to take the lead here and march down the field against this Rio Grande City Rattler defense. And here you see the replay as Garza scrambles. He's got a man open, but nice recovery by the defensive back to get a hand on there. And the Lopez Lobos line up. Quarterback Jose Cruz not comfortable with the lineup and decides to call a timeout and get things right with head coach Gutierrez and offensive coordinator Beto Leal. We'll take a quick commercial break as we'll bring you the action here in the 4th quarter after the Lopez Lobos come up with a huge stop here in the 4th quarter to prevent the Rattlers from extending their lead.
Searching for different pieces, textures we bring from India, from Mexico, trying to make this a different experience. The people to find treasures here in their own valley. It's a pleasure to welcome everybody and making them a part of our family. We invite you to discover Brownsville. You can't miss it.
And we're back here in the 4th quarter with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the 4th. The Rattlers up by 5 points, 26-21. It's a 1st and 10, and it's going to be a quick snap up the middle. Nice gain. Breaks the tackle by number 1, Christian Gomez, the fullback. Small in stature, but lots of power there, gaining about 12 to 13 yards there on the 1st down. Christian Gomez with an earlier 1-yard touchdown. He's had a huge night tonight for the Lopez Lobos. And that's going to bring a 1st and 10 for the Lobos in the 40-yard line. Great individual effort there and great blocking by the Lopez offense. Shotgun formation. Gomez to the left. He finds the seam there, and he's down to the 49-yard line with another 9-yard gain. That's about 22 yards there accumulative in this drive alone for Christian Gomez. Appearing to be a workhorse here late for the Lopez Lobos. And number 2, Jose Cruz here, the quarterback, giving his commands to his offense, and they got a fullback there in the shotgun formation, Christian Gomez to his right. As the officials throw a flag on the field. And that's going to be unfortunate for the Lopez Lobos, as there is a false start there. It appears one of the receivers moved, and that'll tack on about 5 yards there. So it'll make it a 2nd down and 6 to go. Ball on the 44-yard line with 6 minutes and 22 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Lopez lining up with 2 wide receivers to the right. Fullback on the backfield with the running back, Christian Gomez. And it looks like it was a counter, but he fakes it. It's going to be a read play for number 2, and he's in the 1st down territory. Nice run there by the quarterback, Jose Cruz, the junior quarterback, with a nice gain of about 8 yards. And that's going to be a Lopez Lobos 1st down, the ball on the 42-yard line, as they are in Rattler territory. This offense really clicking late here and needing to respond after the Rattlers took the lead. A great defensive effort from the Lopez Lobos to keep their offense in this game and give them a shot at taking the lead here in the 4th quarter with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left. It's a shotgun formation, and it's going to be a handoff to Christian Gomez, and he has a nice hole there, a tackle there, but it looks like it's going to be another face mask call on the Rio Grande City Rattlers, preventing Gomez from getting to that next level. A nice 7-yard gain there from Gomez. Let's see what the officials have to say here. And that's going to be a personal foul on the Rio Grande City Rattlers defense, and that's going to be a 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down for the Lopez Lobos. That's a huge break for the Lopez Lobos as they continue to march down the field and continue with their momentum that they have offensively with Christian Gomez and quarterback Jose Cruz. With 5 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the 4th quarter, the Rio Grande City Rattlers 26, the Lopez Lobos 21. And it's a shotgun formation as this crowd cheers these hometown Lopez Lobos on. It's going to be a counter to Christian Gomez. He finds a hole, jumps over a defender, met up in the secondary. Nice gain there by Christian Gomez, an 8-yard gain. And that's going to be a 2nd and short here for the Lopez Lobos. A very manageable 2nd down here. Christian Gomez emerging late here in the 4th quarter as a workhorse for the Lopez Lobos, carrying the load here late. What could possibly be a game-winning drive here. And here's Jose Cruz, the quarterback, with Gomez to his left. Fakes the handoff, and it's Cruz with the keeper, but he's met in the backfield, read by the defense. The tackle by number 45, Luis Hernandez, the junior for Rio Grande City. It was a nice play call. Unfortunately, it did not work for Jose Cruz. It was a zone read there, decided to call his own number. It's going to be a 3rd and 4 here. 3rd and 3, ball on the 19 with 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter. The Rio Grande City Rattlers 26, the Lopez Lobos 21. And here comes Jose Cruz. He hands it off to Gomez. Gomez gets past the 1st level. He's met up by the linebackers. And it's going to be a close one. Let's see what the side officials say. And there you see the replay. Nice cut through, avoiding the defensive end. Nice hard running there. And the official rules that a 1st down. Great job by Gomez and the Lopez Lobos offense as they continue their march down the field. It's going to be a 1st and 10, ball on the 11-yard line, on the 16-yard line, pardon. Shotgun formation, Gomez, and he fakes it. It's going to be a keeper for Cruz. He's only able to get about 1 or 2 yards there. You can feel the intensity here as this Rio Grande City Rattlers defense knows what they're up against here, because preventing this offense from taking the lead here late with 2 minutes and 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. This is going to be the drive for the Lopez Lobos. It's going to be a 2nd and 8 here. The Rattlers with 3 timeouts. The Lopez Lobos with no timeouts left. It's going to be ball on the 15-yard line. We got a heck of a game here in Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas, the 16-5A Division I matchup. And here comes Cruz. He rolls out to his right, fakes the pass, and he gets past the linebackers, and it's a fumble. Fumble on the field as the Rio Grande City Rattlers jump. Let's see what the official has to say. And that is going to be a turnover. The Rio Grande City Rattlers take over in possession at their own 8-yard line. It's an unfortunate turnover for the Lopez Lobos, who had all the momentum going their way, nearly going to punch it in. Now they'll have to rely on their defense to make a stop here. Got a heck of a ball game here. Both teams bringing their A game tonight. It's only a 5-point difference. The Rio Grande City Rattlers will take over a 1st and 10, ball on their own 8-yard line. Will look to burn out the clock here. As the offense is signaling to their sideline, it looks like they're missing some personnel. Don't want to burn a timeout here because they got 3 timeouts left. Might be needing all those with 2 minutes and 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's the Rio Grande City Rattlers 26, the Lopez Lobos 21. It's a very close matchup. It's going to come down to the wire, folks. And the Lopez Lobos with the blitz there, and it's a run up the middle to their workhorse, Angel Galvan. And that's going to nice gain of about 3 or 4 yards. It's going to be a 2nd down. 2nd down and about 6 here with 2 minutes and 10 seconds as the clock continues to roll. Nice tackle there by number 30 for the Lopez Lobos, Carlos Arellano. And that's going to be 2nd down and 6. Ball on the 12-yard line. The clock continues to roll. It's 1 minute and 55 seconds. The Rattlers leading by 5 here. It's the fourth quarter here in Sam Stadium in Brownsville. The snap, it's a shotgun formation. And he's met up by a very aggressive defense here by the Lopez Lobos. A credit to that Lopez Lobos for sniffing that run out. And that's going to be a 3rd and long here. As after a loss of yards there. And it's the fourth quarter here with 1 minute and 25 seconds left. The Lopez Lobos running out of time here, needing a stop here on a 3rd and 9 to keep their hopes alive after to try to get their offense on the field. It's a 3rd and 9 here, a big play. What might be play of the game here, 3rd and 9 as Marcos Garza lines up with Galvan in the backfield. Trips right. And it's a pass. He's got a man open, and it's too far. Nearly had a man open, but it was too far for number 1, Abelardo Lopez. And that's unfortunate for the Rio Grande City Rattlers, as that now they'll be forced to punt with the clock stopping with 1 minute and 2 seconds. It's going to bring a very exciting end to this game. Lopez Lobos will have 1 minute with no timeouts to try to get a score on the board. I want to thank you once again for joining us on Rio Sports Live. Eric Medrano on the call. We are streaming on Rio Sports Live YouTube. And we're bringing you a great matchup. It's a fumbled snap. Nearly got there by the Lopez defense, and they're going to have great field position. The returning number 7 deciding whether to drop on it, and he decides to. It's a dangerous play there. Didn't have to do that, but he still manages to keep possession and protect it there. And that's going to be a Lopez Lobos ball at the 46-yard line, 47-yard line. So the Lopez Lobos will take over here, a 1st and 10, ball on the 47-yard line in Rattler territory. 47 yards for the Lopez Lobos to march down the field and win this ball game. It's what you dream of as a kid for this Lopez Lobos offense. And quarterback Jose Cruz comes out in a shotgun formation. Gomez to his left. It's a rollout to the left. He's going to pass. Cruz decides to keep it, runs it, and he's met up by the Rio Grande City defense, and that's going to be down at the 38-yard line. And it's 38 seconds. The clock continues to roll. 33 seconds now. Rattlers up 26-21 over the Lopez Lobos. And this is where it all comes down to. This last drive with no timeouts, the Lopez Lobos have no choice but to go with the hurry-up offense with 22 seconds as this crowd cheers them on. It's another rollout to the right. He has no one open, but he decides to throw it, and it looks like he is open. Nearly complete. He had him open, but it's going to be incomplete. Nice defensive effort by the secondary for the Rio Grande City Rattlers. That would have been a huge play for the Lopez Lobos. Jose Cruz nearly finding his wide receiver, number 88, Jesus Galvan, who's unable to keep a hold of that after having two defenders on him, and that stops the clock at 12 seconds. Here from Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas for Real Sports Live. Eric Medrano on the call. The Rio Grande City Rattlers 26, the Lopez Lobos 21. The Rattlers with 3 timeouts, and it's going to be a 3rd and short here. It's going to be 2 down territory for the Lobos, and it's a roll out to the left, and he's telling his offense to go continue. He jukes another defender, and he's going to be down at the 28. He does get the first down, but there's only 3 seconds left on the clock, and it looks like they'll have to snap it immediately as the official puts the ball down. The clock will roll, and the Lobos will get 1 play left. And the Rio Grande City Rattlers celebrating as time runs out. The Lopez Lobos come up short after a late rally here in the 4th quarter. And that's the final here. Final score for the Rio Grande City Rattlers, 26. The Lopez Lobos, 21. The Lobos coming up short after a great defensive effort in the 4th quarter, falling by 5 points to district rival Rio Grande City. And we had a very exciting night tonight here at Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. Unfortunately, the Lopez Lobos fall short to the Rio Grande City Rattlers, 26-21. We want to thank you once again for joining us from Sam Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. The final here, Rio Grande City 26, the Brownsville Lopez Lobos 21. We do want to give a special shout out to the Lopez audio visual team, Lopez High School audio visual team, the KBSD ITV, the Brownsville Independent School District, and Athletic Director Gilbert Leal. For Real Sports Live, Eric Medrano signing off. We'll be back next week for more action from Valley Sports. I want to thank you for joining us once again.